Want to see what it's like inside Europe's least visited country? Let me show you the side of Moldova no one will show you. Moldova is a small country of 3 million people in Eastern Europe, between Ukraine and Romania. It is also Europe's least visited country. Chisinau is the capital city of Moldova, and that's the airport we fly into. We stayed at a hotel called Centrum. It's in the city center, and that is actually what Centrum means in German. On the street right outside, there are some very interesting looking statues, very artistic. My kids loved it. A few minutes walk from our hotel is the Ștefan cel Mare Park. It's very chill here, very fresh, very nice walk. And right in the city center, here's a reminder of those who were sent to Siberia during the Soviet times. This is the Eugene Doga pedestrian street. It's pretty lively here. We were just sitting down here chilling, and a live band showed up and started playing. They were very good as well. Not sure if they're Moldovan though, it sounded a bit Bavarian, but I could be wrong. Soroka is a city in northern Moldova, just across the river from Ukraine. And this is the Soroka Fortress. It was originally built in wood in 1499 and then completely rebuilt in stone almost half a century later. This is the entry point into Ukraine. Not sure I really want to cross it though, so just filming it for now. Look at this fortress, it's so medieval. This time I visited, there was an event going on. There was a lot more tourists than usual, with people all dressed up like in the medieval times. Look at all those weapons and gear, getting ready for combat. Yeah, let's fight. Bring it on. Ouch, you got me there. Come on then. What was that? Hitting like a little girl. Ah! I'm gonna have to really hurt you now. Yeah, take that. Bang! How's that now, huh? Here's the church we went to before going to our wedding. The wedding dinner was in Prikova, which is famous for its massive underground wine cellar that stretches 120 kilometers below the ground. 120 kilometers! That's 300 laps on a running track. Anyway, here's a very traditional Moldovan dance at the wedding. This is in a city called Ungheni. It's right next to Romania in the western part of Moldova. Looks like there's an event or something here. I have no idea what's going on here, but it certainly looks very cultural. They're chanting Ștefan cel Mare, or in English, Stephen the Great, who is a legendary national hero for Moldovans. So they must be celebrating something historic, something you don't see every day. Inside the park is a very normal place like anywhere else really. There's a playground with children playing. So across the river, where those trees are on the right, that's Romania. So that's how close it is, the European Union. Literally a stone throw away from here. My throat anyway, maybe not the girls. They're quite happy dancing to the famous local song called Chisinau to Bucharest. And here's a lake to cool down when it gets too hot. But we prefer the pool, it's probably safer for the kids. To enjoy the unspoilt natural beauty of Moldova, we went camping in a remote area, or glamping I should say. Misha, my brother-in-law, has made us some very tasty shashlik for all of us. Thanks, Misha. Oh, this bathtub here is amazing. It's like a jacuzzi that does not consume any electricity, so you don't feel guilty for sitting in there for ages. Can you hear that? The insects chirping. It's so peaceful out here. We've got 2 of these tents, with beds inside, and they were surprisingly more comfortable than I thought. You can't go camping without a bonfire, so here's ours. Without all the light pollution from the city, we were able to spot a lot of stars. And that concludes our glamping trip. Here I'm driving west towards Ongen, which you saw earlier. There are EU flags along the road. So this road is funded by the EU. When I first came here over 10 years ago, these roads were in a terrible state. They were in desperate need of repair, which took them years. Anyway, thank you, European Union. Here we're driving past some houses, and this is actually the main road connecting Romania to the capital of Moldova, so imagine that. You would have thought that there should be a high-speed motorway away from the houses, away from the villages. Look, another EU flag here on the left. I don't think I'm driving that slow, like 80 something per hour, but they keep overtaking me. The further away from Chisinau, the quieter it gets. The scenery is beautiful. There are hills and fields everywhere. It's so green. And yellow here. There's not much traffic here, even though this is the main road to go to Romania, which is one of the biggest trading partner of Moldova. This one is a bit random. We didn't even plan to come here. We were on our way somewhere and saw this, so we thought we'd stop here for a quick picnic. Such a beautiful place. This is La Crama Miusești. Most people come here for the wine. I came here for the food and the scenery. It's not as busy or crowded as other wineries like Craiova. It's a short drive from our village, so this is one of my favorite places in Moldova. And finally, Tășcăren. This is the village we came to Moldova to visit. Only 7 kilometers away from the main road, this place feels like a world away from everything. In the village, everyone has their own animals. There are cows and goats as well, but I'll get them recorded next time I visit. How about a little walk after dinner? This is right outside the house. This is also just outside the house. There are barely any cars coming, so the kids can play football on the main road. This is also right outside the house. Well, outside the house, but inside our parameters, I should say. Let me go up the hill and show you the view. Look at this old Soviet tank in the middle of nowhere. How random. From here, you can see the rain coming in from far away. What a sight. The land here is very much fields like this everywhere. Hills after hills. We've also got a hill of grapes for making wine. I'll get them recorded in the next one. Look at that. Look at the view here. So nice. Coming from a big city where it's fast-paced and high-stressed, this feels like a world away.
1, 2,
That's all for this
jump.
time. Thank you for
Yay!
watching, and see you in
1,
the next
2,
one.
3, jump. Whee!